Toronto singer-songwriter John Borra is back in his hometown to celebrate his latest studio album, Last Dance at the E-Room. The project, shaped by reflection and loss, was completed in the final days of Toronto's iconic E-Room mastering studio, founded by his late friend and mentor, Grammy winner Peter J. Moore. For more on this, we're joined live by John Borra. Thanks so much for being with us today, John. Nice to see you.
Well, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
I wonder if you could tell us about the place that the E-Room holds in Toronto's music history.
Well, Peter, he was a recording engineer, mastering engineer for over 40 years. Up until, I don't know, not too long ago, there really only were a couple people in each country that would do mastering. So, a lot of people would go through, would have the records mastered by Peter. He produced the Cowboy Junkies' first 3 records. Of course, the Trinity Sessions, which sort of blew them, which was their second record, which blew them apart. And then he just worked on like thousands of other records. So I guess a lot of people feel a connection to the place.
I wonder if you could tell us about your new album.
Well, it's something that I wasn't really sure I was going to make. I felt kind of very uninspired during the COVID years, just sitting around looking at the 4 walls of my apartment, trying to do my best to stay inside and stay out of the way. But after a tour of Alberta a couple of years ago, I wrote a song, and then the rest just sort of cascaded from there. I was lucky to, I was helping Peter's daughter clear out the studio after he passed, and which was a pretty monumental job. And so I left a few things in place with the hope that we could do some recording once all the, the selling off of most of his gear was done. So thankfully I was able to do that and leave it on instead of, I felt like we'd spent a couple months clearing out this man's life work. It was nice to end on a note of doing something that, that it was built for in the first place, which is recording music.
You talk about that time during COVID and finding that, motivation after all of that. I wonder what it's like now to share that music with your fans, with your audience.
Well, it's great. It always feels good to write new music, to have something, to know that the creative juices are still flowing. And I'm really looking forward to going out on the road next week, starting in Ontario, and then heading out to Alberta and BC after that. So I'm going to be seeing a lot of different people over the next few weeks, and I'm really looking forward to sharing this new record with them. Yeah,
break down your tour. Where can we find you over the next little while throughout the province?
Well, next week I'll be, tonight I'm playing at a bookstore in town called Sellers in Newell. They host, it's a used bookstore in Toronto on College Street, but they host musical events several nights a week. This one is presented by the great Gary Top of the Garys. And so that'll be tonight. Then next week I'll be in Cornwall on Wednesday. I'll be on Wolf Island on Thursday. Wakefield, Quebec on Friday, and Ottawa on Saturday.
So for anyone who's never been to a John Borra show, what could they expect?
Well, on these out-of-town shows, I'll be playing by myself with an acoustic guitar. So, some songs, some storytelling. I'll be accompanied by my friend Emily Triggs for a couple of the shows in Ontario, and then we'll be doing all the Alberta shows together. She's a great singer-songwriter from Calgary. And... what like I say, a night of song and storytelling.
Okay, to find out all those concert dates, where can we get more information?
On my website, johnborra.com.
John Borra, thanks so much for joining us today, and best wishes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Best wishes with your tour as you head out on the road.
Great, thank you.